This video is going to be completely different than we planned, but we're actually packing up now and we're leaving the water park place. Hey.
Hey.
You ready?
I think so. I think we got it all packed in record time.
So anyway, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Yes.
So when we got here last night, there was a few things that concerned us.
Yes.
The biggest one being the smell.
The smell. The pregnant wife cannot handle the sulfur smell. I thought I would get used to it. I tried to be tough. It only got worse.
I'm not pregnant, and last night she said she could smell it through the ACs. This morning when I woke up, I had a little bit of a headache, and when I opened the door, I was like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, and it's more like once you smell it for so long, you start feeling like you're tasting it. And if everything tastes like sulfur, I can't do it.
And just so y'all know,
it was making me ill.
That right there, that waterfall thing, that's the spring. It's a sulfur spring.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say this is a bad park because you can get spots that are further away from the spring and the wind doesn't carry the smell to you as much. Now, I still don't know that I would go get in that spring and utilize the water slides and all that because that smell is something else.
You know, the bad thing is we've been hyping this place up.
I know.
The whole trip.
I feel terrible for the kids because we did. We hyped it up big time.
After we saw it yesterday, and y'all saw the last video, we showed you it, and we thought the park was going to be cool.
Yeah.
But then after we kept looking at it and thinking about it, we decided to sleep on it, and this morning we both agreed we need to move.
Yeah, and the spots are already soft. The ground is soft. We had a little bit of trouble getting in. We made a little bit of ruts. We've got rain for the next 2 days, so I didn't want to get stuck here if it continued to make me sick.
And the biggest reason we're doing this is because we have family coming in town. Our kids don't know yet, but they have cousins coming.
Yes.
And we felt this was not going to be a good place because we would be stuck inside the camper.
Right. You don't even want to be outside.
I couldn't even barbecue last night because I was like, it's so bad.
And we're really close to a playground, but the playground is closed because they have caterpillars all over it that bite you, they said. So the kids couldn't even play on the playground even if we wanted to go outside with the smell.
Yeah.
So there was another little minor issue, but it's something we've dealt with before. You want to tell them?
Well, so here's the map of the place.
Yeah, and we're site 803.
We're right there.
And here's the big
here's the waterfall
area.
Here's the store, and way over here is the pools, which is fine because there's a walkway by the lagoon, and then there's a walkway over here. The problem with this is that everything over here and almost everything right here, these three sections, and this one, they are long-term permanent residents.
We even went driving around last night and drove over here just to see if there was any sites that we could move into because the smell wasn't bad over here as long as the wind cooperated. And we thought, okay, maybe we can make do, but it feels like all of these are long-term residents.
I would
say
say
not leaving.
They said there's over 600 sites here, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I think 90% are permanent residents here.
Yeah. I mean,
which is not a big deal because where they parked us is the place where everybody is the
short term.
We're the traveling passengers.
Yeah.
Which is fine because they give us the spot right in front of the lagoon.
Yeah, I think these are the longer spots and then these are some of their shorter spots, which is nice.
Another red flag is how many kids live here? Tons.
There was a lot of kids. When we went driving around yesterday evening, we probably saw 30 to 40 kids.
The water wasn't cold yesterday, was it?
No.
Was there anybody in the water?
Well, there was 3 adult males who had been drinking just a tad, so I figured they didn't smell the smell anymore. They didn't care, but there was 0 kids. Like, there's no kids, and it's perfect weather outside. We checked again today. There's still no kids. So I think the smell is unbearable.
I don't want to sound high maintenance, but we came to Florida to have an experience.
Right, an epic kind of vacation experience.
And this
before we
place
have the baby.
is called Wekiva Falls RV Resort.
And let's just shout them out because they have a very strict no refund policy. Like, you sign some waivers when you come in, like they make it known it's no refund. When we went and told them our situation about how it's making me sick and that I'm pregnant, they completely understood. They gave us our refund and let us go on our way, which we really appreciate.
Yes.
Yeah.
But back to the resort thing.
Yeah.
I've learned something about Florida.
Yes.
They toss around the word resort
a little
too easy.
Everyone has resort on their name, and
not all resorts are created equal.
No.
Now, that's not saying this place could be really awesome.
Yeah. Well, and even when you look
it
it up...
it probably used to be really awesome.
Right, when you look it up online, the reviews are great.
It was built in the 60s.
Yeah.
So probably the first 25, 30 years,
yeah.
it was an amazing place to come.
Right, and it still gets good reviews. I think if you were here a day or two, 3 days maybe, it might be just fine. But we were here, what, 10 days, 9 days?
9 days.
We were supposed to be here, and I just can't do it. Sorry.
It's not.
I'm very thankful we found another place just down the road. We only have to travel, what, like an hour today?
But it makes us closer to our backup plans for next week when the family gets here.
Yes. So I think it'll all work out.
So we lied to the girls about this place being the epic water park it is.
We didn't lie.
But we're gonna,
we didn't know.
I think we're going to one-up it with what we have planned next week.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, Ashlyn's very concerned that we don't have a water park, but little does she know there's water parks planned for theme parks next
And we
week,
just so happen to move within 20 minutes of them.
Yeah, instead of being, what, over an hour away?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, so I think it's going to work out for the best. We're very thankful to Wekiva Falls Resort for
it's a cool
refunding
place.
us.
It's an acquired smell.
It's an acquired smell, and you have to be okay with there being a lot of long-term residents. If that's not your thing, if you want to go somewhere where you feel like you're there with the everyday, in and out travelers, this probably isn't the place for you. But it's a good little resort. It's got lots of great amenities, but that smell and this pregnant belly, can't do it.
You know what's bad?
What's that?
It's the first time we've ever left a place and not train horned them.
I know.
I don't think they're worthy of a train horn.
It doesn't feel right to train horn.
We stayed one night, we can't train horn.
Right, if you're having to leave on your own accord.
Exactly.
Yeah, so no train horn at this one, but we'll get the next one.
All right, so you probably think that we're super high maintenance for moving out of an RV park because it smelled. But there's a backstory to that. So normally when we travel, the place we're staying is just a place to park and the adventure is somewhere else.
Right, it's off-site, away from the RV park.
However, this time the adventure itself, because family was coming to town, was supposed to be the RV park.
Yeah, we wanted to have a couple days where we could just be in the RV park, enjoy the amenities, not have to travel anywhere. Since
they have a waterfall and a water slides in the lagoon.
Right.
And they have pool, they have playgrounds.
They had tennis courts, they had shuffleboard, they had daily activities for the adults and for the kids. Like, it's a cool concept.
But let's do a little history lesson of what we've done. So when we were down in Tombstone, Arizona, that place had zero amenities.
Right.
And you know what? We didn't mind it because we weren't there for the RV park.
Right.
Same with Marathon, Texas. We went to Big Bend.
Yeah, there was nothing around.
I mean, it was basically a place to park our camper, and that was about it. And then there was the place in Lake George, Colorado.
Yeah.
When your family came.
Right.
Had we been there for the park, we probably would have done the same thing and left. But since we were not there for the RV park, we were there for the Colorado things.
Right.
It was fine.
Well, and it was a smaller park. It was another long-term residence. You could tell maybe only like 3 or 4 sites of the 20 were probably in and outers. But yeah, it was a long-term site.
But then
it wasn't bad.
Well, it's not that we need amenities.
No.
Because there was a place in Wyoming that had zero. There was no Wi-Fi, no pool, nothing.
That's the place, in fact, that we had our new computer delivered, and the person couldn't even find the address to the RV park. So it didn't even have an address for what we're concerned.
We had electrical and sewer and water, and that was it.
Yeah.
And we loved the place.
Right.
We were there to see Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons, and we actually spent 2 days exploring the park.
Right.
And it had nothing to offer. I think it's a vibe thing.
Right, I think so too.
Like whenever you check in,
you get a certain
feel for the place, and some places you don't plan on becoming cool turn out to be really awesome, and then there's some places I think you have an expectation.
Exactly.
You have them built up in your head; they're going to be a certain way, and then when you get there, and little by little, these little
just little red flags.
Little red flags start going off. You start,
and it's nothing major. It's just
not a big deal.
Little things.
But when you start trying to convince yourself that it's okay, you know you probably need to make a change.
Yeah, and as we discussed this morning, because this place we just left, it's not cheap. I mean, for what we usually stay in.
It was $70 a night.
$70 a night, and we had booked, I think, 9 or 10 nights. So we were fully expecting not to get a refund, and at this point, we were okay with that, and we knew
it smelled so bad I wasn't gonna give up money.
Yeah, we were gonna just eat that cost and just call it what it is, because life is short, and we didn't want to spend the next week and a half being miserable and being stuck inside, especially with family coming. So you have to make your choices, live with them, but I'm very thankful we got a refund. So that this next
she was very understanding. I told her we were checking out, and then I explained to her why. I said, I understand you don't offer refunds, and we're okay with that. Just want to let you know this, we're leaving, so you're not worried about where my camper and truck went.
Right.
And they asked why, and I said, well, honestly, my pregnant wife says she cannot handle that smell anymore.
Y'all, I didn't tell you this earlier, but last night in the middle of the night, I even had a nosebleed. Like, I felt like my nose was on fire, and I don't know if it's because I'm pregnant or if I'm just being high maintenance. I don't know, but I couldn't do it for 9 more nights or 8 more nights, whatever we had left.
It's so bad. Even Buddy can't go outside without sneezing.
Yeah, we have a high maintenance dog too. That's okay though.
And we should have known. When we pulled in, what's the first thing Ashlyn said? She went, ooh wee.
Yeah, and Kayla's in the back seat going, ew, ew. So it's a little deceiving, because when you go to check in, they put you in these staging lanes, and you don't smell anything up there because you're far enough away from the spring. But if you're just going to be there for a short term, and you go there to their short-term parking area where they're going to park your RV, that smell it'll get you every time.
I'm hoping when we get to our new place and we talk to them again, we've removed the smell from our bodies, and we're a little bit, I'm telling you, it gives you a headache.
It does. Every time Kevin would go take Buddy out, I'd tell him it's a strict 3-second policy on the door being open. Like, get in, get out. The girls weren't I didn't let them go outside because, I mean, it was strong. So after we did our little walk around there yesterday, that was it. That's all I could take. So I'm glad we're moving. Are we set?
Okay. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
There's so many things to do here.
It already has a better vibe, just from the little entrance here.
They got stuff in there on the wall about the place we're going next week.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
It's so far that's them already. They're already checking on me.
Oh. They sent you a text.
So anyway, there's security. You can't come and go without like checking in.
Yeah, I see this gate here, and people are having to stop and talk to us.
This is our gate. This is our thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought there was a person in there.
There is, but we'll see if he makes me swipe my card with the RV.
Oh gosh. Surely not. Maybe so. Oh, nope. Let you in. Thank you.
Ooh, that's tight.
I got a billboard.
You know what? I'm gonna make an observation. I thought Arkansas made RV parks tight. Florida makes RV parks tight. Look at this. If you want to know how to drive an RV,
come to Florida.
Come to Florida. If you can do this, you can do it anywhere.
Yeah, between the overhanging trees and the narrow path or roadways, it gets interesting. This is cute. Look at all the cute little houses.
Hello. So the good news is according to this map, which is probably exactly to scale, we get to back in right off the road.
Oh, okay.
I see a 450 and a big boy back here, so we can do it.
Yeah, if they can do it, we can do it.
They got a Lux, so I know we good. The good news is we're on the corner, so we take a left and back into the corner.
Oh, okay. So,
I don't understand the palm
about
tree.
that easy entrance. There's a huge hill. This is a big incline. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so we decided he's not going to go over this hump here. It's really big and it's kind of narrow there. So he's going to come in through this side over here, and then we'll back up into the site that's behind us. We moved the picnic table. No one's here, thank goodness. And then straighten it up. just trying not to hit this here. Looks like we're gonna be good. And now he's just gonna turn it a little straighter. Get us pulled into the site straight. Better than trying to go straight back. Thank goodness we beat the rain. The ground is already a little soft. I think he thought we were a little too close, so he's gonna pull up some more. Get in front of the electric line here, or the electric pole. I don't think the camper's gonna like this auto level. It's very, very high in the front and low in the back. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this incline or not, but it's quite the hill.
Look at this.
I know. I was just thinking our old...
Even with this one, it gets... I mean, this is not bad, but like the other one for sure would have destroyed this.
Our old hitch would have been touching for sure.
The tailgate would have been down here.
Yep. You did good though. I just hope you bought that site behind us on leaving day.
Well, we might have to pay for somebody to leave.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing with my truck? Did you want to drive on the hill too? You just wanted to be a part of the hill crew?
I thought I was further over than I was. Apparently I wanted to make it meet the front steps. Can we get the steps down?
Look at, why are you on the hill? Why are you so aggressive? Hey, the good news is I think even Kayla can hit her head on this one, how low to the ground.
Like there's no chance we're gonna hit. Oh, I thought I did that. It's still out of leveling. I thought I made it move. This is crazy.
I really...
If this wasn't here, maybe. It's
no. When we leave, if there's someone behind us...
That's what I said on the camera.
We're going to have to have them move for us.
Yeah, that's...
We have to go out on this side of this tree. Do you like the new place?
Yeah.
Does it smell here?
Yeah.
It does smell here?
Yeah, but it smells good.
It smells good, that's right.
No more rotten eggs, huh? Thank goodness.
All right, so we got to our new spot. We got checked in and you saw us setting up. It's a pretty nice spot. We had the corner lot, a place for my truck to park right there. It's a pretty big lot. Although I'm gonna sound high maintenance again because I can count 7 or 8 other spots in the area that don't have this weird little hill right here. So when we get ready to leave, if there's someone behind us, we might have a problem. Because I probably can get over the hill, but my jacks might come really close to the ground. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go far enough to avoid hitting this palm tree. So other than that, it's been a pretty eventful day, but we're all set up and we're ready to enjoy some adventures here on the south side of Orlando.